What brings you here today?
Well, I'm committed to making a difference in the lives of our nation's youth.
Well, where does your passion in making a difference in the youth's lives come from?
Well, I just had my own experience of going down the wrong road. 37 years was comprised of boys' homes, foster homes, mental hospitals, and 6 terms of imprisonment. 37 years. And I believe that I have a voice and the ability to speak to our nation's youth in a way that is unbelievable and capable of steering them in a direction away from the direction that they're moving in now, which is only going to cause them to go to prison like I did.
When did you find your voice?
When I took responsibility for my life. When I began to make decisions that were constructive, productive. When I began to take a look at the reality of my life and the fact that I was moving in the wrong direction. I had to take responsibility. I had to make decisive changes in my life. I had to man up. I had to grow up. And as a result, when I began to make those decisions, the quality of my life improved dramatically.
How do you like working with the other members in Real Talk?
Love it. In fact, I'm going to be creating a membership program, a structure so that all of us end up ultimately being on the same page and communicating essentially the same message. It's vitally important that we have a direction in how we're going to influence our youth to stop their direction they're moving in and move in a totally different direction. And we're going to have a systematic approach to do that. And that's where I'm at.
So, hold on. I was coming up with questions in my head and then I was like, so let me see. Do you have any desire to work for Real Talk in the future as the program expands across state lines?
Well, the reality is that I'm going to be instrumental in its development and growth nationwide. I believe it's vitally important that the communities in our nation each take individual responsibility for the lives of our youth that are troubled. And even if they're not, what we want to do is graft as many youth into our program as possible and then sponsor them getting involved in activities different than the activities they're engaged in now. So it doesn't matter whether it's rock climbing or BMX or music lessons or dance or what have you. What's important is that we show our youth that there is another side that's dramatically different than maybe the activities that they're currently participating in. We want to show them that, hey, there are individuals out there in different activities that are grounded, that have goals, they have visions for their future, they're positive, they're encouraging, and we want them to kind of be able to get grafted into those settings that are significantly different than the ones that they're engaged in now. So that's why we want to take this nationwide. It's why we want to get more members involved, because we're going to need them as we spearhead the movements into other communities within the nation.
That's great. That's amazing. Thanks.
So that was a video, Cherie, of Mr. Avery in your program, and he's a new member, but he's fully committed and he's making things happen already.
Yes, absolutely.
Talk about your collaboration with Omega Sci-Fi.
Omega Sci-Fi, you know, they I met with them. Larry has actually been a collaborator for a while, but he introduced his fraternity, and they are going to be very involved with us this year in reference to me building a career mentoring program, my leadership program, and other endeavors that we've been talking about. So they're fully committed to us and helping the Real Talk program move along and providing us some of their fraternity speakers to more fraternity brothers to be a part of the program and potentially be one of our guest speakers. And we just had one of those speakers just last Tuesday at our meeting. So they're they're committed. They're very committed, and I'm excited about what this year has to bring with the collaboration that we have. And I think it's going to be some very wonderful experiences for us through the year, because we need that. We need the support. We need the collaboration. And to make this thing grow like I'd like it to grow, we're going to need a lot of collaborators who are willing to jump in and get their feet wet. And this is still an infancy stage program, so we're always looking for more collaboration from those who are seriously involved and passionate about the youth. So I'm looking forward to that collaboration.
Well, we had them on our show. We had Leary and we had Monty on a show not too long ago.
Yes.
They definitely are passionate. They
Yes.
definitely want to impact however they can and make a
Absolutely.
change
Yes.
in the program. And I understand that they recognized you recently.
Yes,
You wanna
they-
talk about that.
They did, and unbeknownst to me, I don't do anything for accolades or anything like that, but they have what they call the Citizens of the Year award every year through their chapter here locally, and then it goes national, and they nominated me, and obviously I won they nominated me, and they gave me a plaque in December.
You have that with you, Kim.
I do have it with me, and it's an honor to for somebody to recognize what your efforts are doing and what your efforts are in the community, and it was a total shock to me, and now
It shouldn't be.
now I from my understanding, it goes to the national level through Omega Psi Phi, and they take a vote, however they do their voting, and it's very possible, according to them, that I might be the National Citizen of the Year. So we shall see. I guess we find out in the next couple of months, if I'm not mistaken, and they'll let me know.
Well, we have an actual picture of your being presented with your plaque. That's media number 4, so we want to take a look at that. And
Okay.
That's, I believe, Monty McCoy presenting you with that lovely plaque, and just a token of your commitment for your
Yes.
kids in the program and just everything that you've been doing over the last 4 years. It's just excellent.
Yes, I'm pretty excited about like I said, the collaboration that they have, and it's just going to open more doors for other sororities and other fraternities to get involved. As a matter of fact, I have reached out to one of the sororities as we speak in reference to jumping on board as well, and I have another contact to reach out to them as well. I think it's a pivotal thing that we need to look into and share with these kids about the successes once you choose the right path.
Parents are giving you a lot of feedback.
Yes,
talk about
yes.
the parent survey.
The parent group is always an interesting group because everybody, we can't fix your kids in 2 hours or an hour if they have 16 years of issues. Just keeping it real, okay? But we try our best to give them some feedback, and the best part about it is that we use the people who from the system, our ex-felons or members, as I refer to them as. They basically run the parent group. And what I refer to them, the members that we use, 2 males and a female, I refer to them as doctorates of the streets, because that's what they are. No one really needs a degree behind their belt about life skills at times, or they don't need a degree behind their belt to share with somebody realness about how they lived. And so they give these parents real, authentic material, not degrading them, not telling them that they're terrible parents. It's just they address a couple of core things. What the signs and symptoms are in your children and why they go awry. What things that you may need to alter as your parenting styles. What things they experienced as children, and what they believed that is the reason behind why they made these certain choices.
Right.
And then the last thing is time. You have to take time with your kids. You have to pay attention to them. You can't just be a part-time parent, period. Part-time parents always have issues. I don't care who you are, what you are, nationality, cultural background. The bottom line is you have to understand that your kids need you.
And I've heard your members say over and over again on the show that that's what affected them very greatly.
Yes.
Either the lack of parenting or the wrong type of parenting or trying to be a friend to your kid
Yes.
versus a parent to your kid.
Yes.
And so they're in the best position to actually say,
Absolutely.
where they're going wrong with their kids, and they do it very
Yes.
candidly.
Yes.
So when we come back, we're going to see another video of one of your newer members,
Yes.
Mr. Dial. I
Yes.
believe he's probably pretty new with the program.
Yes, with years.
Powerful message, his reasons for being involved in the program. So we're going to look at that video when we come back.